Good morning, good morning, good morning! Kamusta ang mga gising? So, bago pa maging busy yung day ko, kasi Friday ngayon, ano na naman ulit ng mga prenatal. Hopefully, merong mga para medyo okay yung natin, business. So, kahapon, binasa natin yung yung mga problems or mga complaints. Ngayon naman, yung mga problems that can arise during sa pregnancy. Mga mother, careful talaga tayo. Careful talaga yung mga buntis. Kasi ang daming dapat pag-ingatan yung lalong-lalo na yung sarili para sa baby, sa healthy ng baby. So, problems that can arise. Some of the followings are common and only problematic if left unchecked. Others are potentially serious but usually rare. Blood clots. So, isa yan. Blood clots. Hemorrhaging is a serious threat to pregnancy and so as a safeguard, the blood increases its clotting power. But a greater tendency to clot brings its own problems in the form of possible thrombosis. What helps? The liver is responsible for regulating various clotting factors, but when estrogen levels rise during pregnancy, this puts pressure on the function of the liver, which also metabolizes estrogen. Avoid anything that puts further strain on the liver. Alcohol, fried food, cheese, excess butter, and yeast product. Yeast causes gut fermentation, producing alcohols that affect the liver. The liver controversy. In general, foods that help blood synthesis, protein, iron, folic acid, are also recommended for infertility and pregnancy. The controversy arises with liver, since liver stores vitamin A, which in experimental mice cause abortion. It is banned for pregnant women. In a newspaper column, I once recommended liver for anemic pregnant women, and scores of emails from doctors and practitioners bombards my office. I only spoke of what was traditionally recommended and believe the confusion lies in the difference between vitamin A from natural dietary sources and vitamin A in supplementary form as a tablet or capsule. If you eat a lot of liver, it will go through your digestive system, and any vitamin A excess to your body's requirements will be stored in your own liver. Concentrated vitamin A in medical form, however, is designed to be absorbed straight away and forcefully enter the bloodstream, and therein lies the danger. You should therefore not take vitamin A supplements, but I do recommend liver once a week to pregnant women, especially if there is a tendency to anemia. However, do bear in mind that this is just an option. You can take iron, protein, B12, and pomegranate for coupled if you don't like liver. Anemia. Many women are very slightly anemic, and being pregnant increases the demand for iron. Iron, along with protein, folic acid, and trace elements such as cobalt, is vital to the synthesis of hemoglobin. What helps? Although your body adjusts by absorbing nutrients more efficiently in pregnancy, you may be getting too little iron in your diet. Red meat, eggs, spinach, seeds, and liver, but sea bugs are all good sources. But empty plain But eating plenty of iron is not enough if your stomach lining cannot do its job efficiently. Avoid acidic foods that can irritate your stomach and cause digestive problems. Supplementation may be necessary if the dietary sources are not enough. Thai basil. Thai basil helps circulation and promotes relaxation. It is available in Oriental or Thai grocery shops and some supermarkets. Add basil leaves to soup and sauces. Make a basil leaf tea by infusing a few leaves in hot water for about 5 minutes and then straining. Add a little honey. Other problems that can arise is bleeding. About 20% of women experience some bleeding in the first trimester. This is usually without cramping. The exact cause of this bleeding is not known, but it is attributed to the implantation of the embryo or the formation of the placenta, irritating the lining of the uterus. What helps? For bleeding in early pregnancy and small bleeding in advanced pregnancy, seek help immediately. Strict bed rest is absolutely necessary. Use a low pillow and lie mostly on your back. Get up only to go to toilet, not even for a bath. For 2 or 3 days, limit yourself to a bed bath with a sponge until the bleeding shows no sign of restarting. Enhance your ability to relax by listening to pleasant music and relaxation tapes. Staying calm even discourages energetic friends from calling to avoid overexcitement. When your heart rate is lower, this aids clotting, so the bleeding stops. Neck massage while still on your back, reflexology, sniffing rose or lavender oil. Adjust your diet to help your recovery and avoid recurrent bleeding. Eat easily digestible foods, soft boiled eggs, porridge, homemade chicken soup, porridge or soft cooked vegetables, pomegranates, bananas, soft meals such as shepherd's pie or pasta with a minced meat sauce, boiled prawns and their shell for 1 hour. Use the stock and prawns to make a soothing soup. Drink fresh fruits juices, herbal teas like peppermint, chamomile, green tea. Avoid altogether alcohol, coffee, salty foods, fizzy water. Poor growth of the fetus. There are various reasons why the fetus does not grow according to expectations, especially in the first trimester. Keeping yourself healthy should prevent any worries, but bad morning sickness, loss of appetite, not resting enough, and excessive physical activity are some of the commonest causes of anxiety about the growth of a baby. You will be checked to see that you are not suffering from a digestive disorder such as ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, or chronic diarrhea, which will cause malabsorption, interrupting fetal growth. What helps? Change your lifestyle straight away to ensure that everything goes right from now on for you and your baby. Rest, conserve your energy. You may need to stop work for at least 3 or 4 months to give your baby a chance to develop better. Take gentle walks, enjoy the garden or the park, but avoid strenuous exercise. Diet. Eat plenty, concentrating on high protein foods sustaining carbohydrates. Don't resort to the creamy cakes and fried foods to put on weight, and vitamin and minerals packed food. Make chicken soup with cooked lentils. Drink this about 1.5 hours before a main meal so that your appetite has returned by mealtime. The soup is additional to your usual meals, not instead of them. So don't fill your stomach with soup and say you are full. Help your digestion by cooking fish, meat, and vegetables with garlic, onions, and spices of herbs such as ginger, black pepper, thyme, rosemary, sage, dill. Mince meat and pure vegetables to make them more easily digested. Add butter or ghee to lentils or rice. Avocado is nutritious and a good source of non-dairy, non-saturated fats for strict vegetarians. Juice carrots and apples for a nutrient-filled drink. Pasta, rice, potatoes, and soda bread are all sustaining carbohydrates. Snack on cottage cheese mix with a teaspoonful of honey, almonds soaked for 24 hours, or walnuts. If you are a strict vegetarian, talk to a qualified nutritionist about how best to improve your protein and vitamin mineral intake. Supplements. Take multivitamins with minerals. In particular, you may need iron and folic acid. If you're a vegetarian, you will probably need to supplement your diet with protein powders or drink recommended for pregnant women. Pre-eclampsia and eclampsia. Eclampsia is a serious complication of pregnancy, fortunately occurring only in 0.5% of all births. The exact cause is not known. The signs, usually in the final days of pregnancy, are very high blood pressure, seizures or fits, protein in the urine, abdominal pain, swelling of hands, feet and face, headaches, nausea, blurred vision, and then lack of consciousness. Immediately, immediate hospitalization and delivery is required for this life-threatening condition. Full-blown eclampsia is so rare because doctors are well aware of the warning sign and can take preventive action. Pre-eclampsia is signaled by high blood pressure accompanied by swelling of the extremities and protein in the urine. It is more frequent in women with a previous history of kidney problems. What helps? If the blood pressure is not too high and the swelling not intense, then the following regime may be useful in hospitalization avoided. The swelling and also any protein in your urine. The swelling and also any protein in your urine is related to your kidneys not functioning as well as they should. Be kind to them by keeping your salt intake low, drinking plenty of water, drinking no coffee or alcohol, drinking nettle and Gokhru teas to help alleviate fluid retention. Drinking nettle, net, nettle, nettle and Gokhru fees. Protein intake should be high. Through check Though check with your doctor first and eat plenty of foods that are filling but not fattening, such as vegetable soup made with a chicken stock with added lentils or rice, bean sprout with grated ginger, spring onions, and a few drops of lemon, grilled vegetables. Reduce tension and stress, and so help your blood pressure by massaging neck and shoulder while lying on your side, breathing exercises, and relaxation techniques. Drink peppermint or chamomile tea. Mix 10 to 15 valerian drops in half of a cup of water and drink twice daily. Your doctor or health visitor will need to monitor your progress carefully and frequently so that if the symptoms get worse, they can act quickly. Diabetic gin khichdi. Kid, khichdi. Diabetic, diabetic, ki- khichdi. Kick. Diabetic kid. Diabetic kidney. Soak 1 cup of yellow, dull, or pink lentils in water for 2 hours. Wash lentils thoroughly till water is clear. No white powdery residue. Wash half a cup of basmati rice. Cook rice and lentils together with a pinch of turmeric, a few peppercorns, couple of bay leaves, a cinnamon stick, 4 cardamom pods, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and salt to taste. This is a nutritious. This is a nutritious staple but has fewer carbohydrates than ordinary rice. Gestational diabetes. So it's prone sa mga diabetes pala yun. No? Ban, ban, ano, ingat-ingat sa ano, ganitong situation. Diabetes. Gestational diabetes. Diabetes can occur during pregnancy and may or may not spontaneously disappear after the baby is born. The first signs are excessively tears and frequent urination. This is one of the possible problems that are looked for in regular antenatal checkups. What helps? Try first to treat gestational diabetes by diet and some exercises. Saman. Ah, thank you. Hmm. Surname 0819 64355. Saman. Thank you. What helps? Try first to treat gestational diabetes by diet and some exercises. Diet. You will need to balance your diet carefully to control your blood sugar. Your physician or health visitor will advise you on how to do this, but below is an example. Breakfast: poached or boiled eggs or cottage cheese, 10 almonds soaked for 24 hours and then peeled. Milk tea, example, made with all milk, not water, or dandelion coffee added to hot milk. Lunch or dinner: green salad, vegetables, no potatoes or high sugar, high starch, vegetables, such as sweet potato or parsnip. Chicken, turkey, or fish with a small portion of plain pasta, bowl or low starch rice or diabetic candy. Drink herbal teas without added sugar. Fruit teas have natural fructose. Exercise. Go for walks and practice the pregnancy yoga regime. Your physician or health visitor will continue to check your blood sugar levels regularly and, if necessary, give insulin injections. Miscarriage. Miscarriage with first Miscarriage with the first pregnancy is surprisingly common occurrence. The majority of miscarriages happen in the first trimester and often very early on, and many women are not even aware they have miscarried. Hmm? Really? The majority of miscarriages happen in the first trimester and often very early on, and many women are not even aware they have miscarried. Although most women go on to have successive, safe, and healthy pregnancies, repeated miscarriages do happen. Reasons for this include infection, a hormonal, immunological, or genetic problem, malnutrition, or a physical problem with the uterus or cervix. You may hear the expression incompetent cervix. This means that the cervix cannot retain the fetus in place and it slips down into the vagina. The solution is to use stitches to hold the cervix closed until shortly before birth. The most usual sign of miscarriage or threatened miscarriage is bleeding, so any bleeding in pregnancy must be checked out straight away. If the bleeding is accompanied by lower back aching cramps and the cervix has opened, then miscarriage is usually inevitable. A later miscarriage after the first trimester can be more complicated. Sometimes the fetus dies but remains in the uterus. Women often sense it, their pulse is no longer fast. Any food cravings disappear and their skin changes. They just don't feel pregnant any longer. If you have any sense of this, don't wait for your next appointment, but go to see your doctor who will check for a fetal heartbeat and possibly do an ultrasound scan. Miscarrying, especially if you have had time to adjust to the idea of being pregnant and have begun to look forward to having a baby, is going to be traumatic. It is always good to spend a little time on your own initially as comforting words from others. However, well meant might make matters worse. You may then seek the moral and emotional support of those close to you. Give yourself time to recover, both physically and mentally. Take time off, take a relaxing holiday. Walking, yoga, meditation, and relaxation techniques will all help ease your recovery time. So mga mommy, soon to be mommy, be careful always. Your health is so important for your baby to grow healthy. That's all for today. Enjoy the rest of the morning and the day. God bless. God bless. God bless.